All right, well, if you want to get out of the house this weekend, you can watch 2 new movies in the theaters. Michael Cook is here now to talk about The King's Daughter and the electrical life of Louis Wain. And I was just telling you, I see this picture of Pierce Brosnan in the long flowing hair. I got to hear what you have to say about this movie.
Yeah, we could do a whole review just on Pierce Brosnan's glorious locks and all. Well, let's start off with The King's Daughter. This, as you mentioned, opened at theaters today. The story, it's Pierce Brosnan is Louis XIV of France, the Sun King, the longest-serving monarch in modern history that we know of. Here he has an illegitimate daughter played by Scoldario, but nobody knows that she's actually his daughter. He brings her from the convent to come to his court and be his official composer, to play music for him every morning as he wakes. All the while, everybody at court wonders who this young woman is. William Hurt plays an advisor to the king, and Scoldario is, of course, as I mentioned, the so-called lost daughter. The other plot is there's a mermaid in this movie. The theory, the legend is, if you can, basically take the heart of the mermaid and ingest it during a solar eclipse, you will become immortal. Well, doesn't everybody know that?
Yeah, absolutely, clearly, right?
That's just science. And so Louis XIV tries to get the mermaid so he can become the immortal Sun King. And of course, we know what's going to happen. The lost daughter is going to form a friendship with the mermaid. This movie was filmed 8 years ago in 2014. It sat on a shelf. Frankly, it should have sat on a shelf for 8 more years. Just bland and boring and too many cuts, and you have a hard time keeping up with character development because it's just not done. If they had just done a movie about the hair of Pierce Brosnan, that might have been more interesting than the metal glamour rock hair he had. But this one, I have to give a 4 out of 10. It's just not a good movie. It's a family-friendly movie, but your family will be bored. So just don't watch this one.
Wow. Throwing a little shade here this morning. I was going to ask you, I don't have to ask you now, but I have to tell you what I was going to ask you until you got to the mermaid part. Is this based upon a true story? Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Let's go on to the next one now.
Actually, now the next one is actually based on a true story. There's no mermaids in this one.
Well,
this one you can watch. It's actually on streaming it's for free on Amazon Prime. It's called The Electrical Life of Louis Wain. It's based on the true story of an illustrator in Victorian England named Louis Wain. And he is credited, as weird as it may sound in this modern era, because we love cats and people have cats. Back then, cats weren't really seen as pets in a lot of ways. They were just sort of animals that you kept around to, chase the mice away. Well, Louis Wain, with his illustrations, he would draw cats playing tennis and cats riding bicycles, and England just sort of fell in love with him. And this story is his biopic. We meet him, he's a very quirky young man with a lot of diverse interests. He lives with his 6 sisters and tries to provide for them, but he's a horrible businessman. He's horrible with money. He starts a romance with Claire Foy, who's the family's governess, who's trying to teach the young girls in the family, and they get married and have just a beautiful relationship. And there's some tragedy that happens that I won't give away, but all the while, Louis Wain becomes just a star in England because of his drawings that were just really spoke to the people of England. Benedict Cumberbatch, of course, is Louis Wain, and he really disappears into this role. We reviewed him in another movie called The Power of the Dogs a few weeks ago, where he played a mean cowboy in the early 1900s. But here he's just so brilliant at being able to disappear into a role. It's hard to believe that they're the same person playing it. Sadly, the character sort of delves into madness, and that's where the movie goes off the rails a little bit because of his schizophrenia, and the movie doesn't quite know how to cover that. But I did enjoy the movie. It's a very sweet film. You really enjoyed the characters that Benedict Cumberbatch and Claire Foy play. And all in all, I give this movie a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just a very, very sweet movie about a very sweet man who just was good at one thing and did it well, but then other parts of his life wife, he just couldn't quite get together.
Family friendly enough?
Very fair, yes. There's no, it's I don't think kids would particularly enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just because it's adult material, but it is, you know, it's I think it's PG-13.
So he was drawing all these pictures. Is there any truth to the rumor that he started the trend of drawing dogs playing poker?
No, but he had cats playing poker.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know if he was the one who started the trend, but he would show these cats doing human things, and that's why the people just fell in love with it, because oh, these cats are so cute, so on.
All right, and now we have Carmen Rose. All right, thanks, Michael.
Thank you.